Hello and welcome to another tech review. My name is Chris Kiriakou, and if it's your first time here, click on the subscribe button below and make sure you also click the bell so you can hear about new videos as and when I do them. Right, so what are we reviewing today? Today we're reviewing another pretender to the automated valuation crown. I don't know why everyone wants it, but they certainly do. Anyway, today we're talking about Rightval. Does it beat the last two that I reviewed, which were Valuation and ProVal? So to find out, we're going to check, first of all, the usability for the estate agent and also the front-end usability for the end user, that potential landlord or vendor that's checking the price of their home. Does it stack up? Let's find out. So first thing to talk about, the sign-up process. I thought it was really cool. It was really easy to go from their website to becoming a sign up and creating my valuation tool. The onboarding process was brilliant and second to none. Okay, and then let's dive into the back end, the dashboard, and take a look at how that stacks up to some of the others. Personally, I was quite impressed. I really liked the layout. The user interface was really nice. So here we are in the lead dashboard. That seems to be the screen that you see when you first log in. And as you can see, I've done a couple of leads to help us along. This was the first one I did earlier, and this is one I've just done now, which you can see says unassigned. So when you come into the dashboard, it will be unassigned. You click on this and you can see here, okay, let's assign that to Chris. I like that. That's really cool. Okay. And then I can click on view full details and go into the actual lead. Up here, you can see I've got some lead options. I can edit the details, change the status, assign to a colleague, assign to a branch, add my own branch valuation. All really good stuff. I really like the add valuation. I haven't seen that, or maybe I've forgotten about that being on other tools. I like that a lot. I didn't like the fact that even though I've selected a sales valuation, that it didn't just pop the lettings valuation in there as well. I think the more information for me, the estate agent, the better. And I really liked the add notes section. That's available also in ProVal, glaringly missing from ValPal, but really good that it is here. There isn't a task section, which you get with ProVal, but hey ho, not everyone uses that anyway, but it'd be nice if that's also included for a future release. I can reassign this lead to somebody else if I want to, which is a really nice touch. So all in all, the lead management part is actually quite nice, really good. I liked it. It doesn't beat ProVal in the fact that ProVal just gives you that extra bit of information. It gives you comparables that you can use while you're on the phone to the client. I thought that was a brilliant touch from ProVal because it really helps the agent sound like they know what they're talking about, you know, when they can refer to properties that have been recently sold around the corner or whatever. But hey, you know, I'm nitpicking. No one else has got it. This is really good compared to most. Okay, so moving on. Let's go into the marketing section and the media library. Okay, so here we are in the media library. Now, I know this is something that ValPal had a stab at, putting some pictures in the back end, but I really like this. I think this is far superior. The designs that they have are really nice. And these are things you can use on your website or maybe in an advert, a Facebook ad, a Google ad, an Instagram ad to get people to click on it and go to your Val tool. Really like that. I thought that was a nice touch. Their website banners are missing, but hopefully they'll add them soon. So all in all, really nice addition. Here we've got a URL builder, which will go over most people's heads. It certainly does mine sometimes, but basically what this will help you do is to track where your traffic is coming from. So you will use different URLs. Once you fill all this in, you'll get a URL which you can use on your website, or let's say you're sharing it in a Facebook post or something like that. You will change all of this stuff here to reflect where that link or that lead is being posted. And then that will appear in your Google Analytics. So you'll know exactly where all the traffic was coming from to your valuation tool. Really nice touch. It's also included in Google and Facebook anyway, so I'd probably use that, but it's nice that it's here. Okay, business settings. We're not going to talk about all of these because that's quite boring, agent details, all that stuff, but something in here that is really cool was the branch rules. I liked that. Okay, so you can set up rules that allow leads to be automatically distributed to the most relevant member of your team. Really good, I like that. So you can set a new rule here. So if it's a lettings lead with a minimum value of X and a maximum value of Y, assign it to Chris. Or if it's got a minimum value of this and a minimum value of that, assign it to Bob. Really like that. That's a really cool addition to the tool. Right, so let's move on to tool settings, logo and branding. Pretty straightforward here. We can change the logo. We can upload a background image to the tool. But something that's missing from all the others that I really liked was this, the open graph image. What is an open graph image? Well, it's the image that's used when you share your link, okay? So if I were to share this link on Facebook now, this is the image that would appear. So they've given you a suggestion there of the ratio for Facebook itself, which is great because sometimes you can forget what that is. The tool colors, and then some advanced options with regards to the logo width. I mean, I wouldn't say that's advanced, but it's there. That is brilliant. So really, some really good, cool settings there. Page content. Okay, so this is the results page that the user sees. You can change all the headings, subheadings, text, and all the guff that goes with it. All right, so that's nice that that's there. Let's move on to integrations. So some nice integrations here, some missing for me, but live chat is there. You can integrate with the Talk To platform, which you can get for free. So that's nice to have a little chat widget on the results page. I thought that was a nice addition. MailChimp, not certainly the easiest email platform to use, not my favorite. I find it very linear, but that's another talk for another day. And then you've got your tracking here. Now, they've put the regular stuff, Facebook and Google. I would have liked to see in the Google remarketing tags here so that you could assign conversions to a particular advert. But maybe there's a shortcut in Google Analytics to do that. But certainly I would have had Google AdWords conversion tracking box here. Sorry, I'm lost for words there, but I would like to see that added into, and then webhooks. Really cool addition, and something that ProVal put in recently also. And this will help you to connect the tool to other services like Zapier or what I'm my favorite, Integromat. If you haven't heard of Integromat, it is a Zapier killer. I know Zapier is a bit of a buzzword at the moment, but trust me, this is much, much better. And what I've used it for here is to push the data from Rightval into my drip email marketing platform. Okay, so it can push data into all sorts of different things by using this webhook. That might be a little bit advanced for some of you right now, but certainly if you need any questions answered on that, please do let me know. So let's move into the advanced settings. Custom domain, that's pretty straightforward. So that will change your link here from myinstantvaluation.com/eanalytics to instantvaluation.eanalytics.co.uk. All right, so you can change, that's pretty straightforward. Data export, again, very important, very straightforward. If you want to export your data from here into another system, you can do that. I would maybe create a custom audience with it in Facebook. That's a good use case scenario. And then advanced settings. A really cool thing here is the valuation cap. So if you're finding that a tool is just either a bit too low or a bit too high, you can change the minimum and the maximum price ranges that it will deliver. I think that's a really cool. I haven't tested it, but in principle, that's a really cool feature. I know some of the other tools can do that, but you need to ask them to do it for you. It's nice to have it just there. Okay, and then lead distribution for multiple offices. Okay, that's pretty standard, but it's nice to be able to change it. So all in all, the back-end user experience, the user experience for the agent, the client, paying for Rightval, I would say is really good. Certainly, I would recommend this. Is it the best? No, I still don't think it beats ProVal, in my opinion, just for some of the information that you can garner from ProVal. But aside from that, this is the best one I've seen so far. Okay, it's really nice, really nicely designed, and more importantly, really easy to use. It's intuitive. It guides you through everything you need to know. Really liked it. Thumbs up from me. Okay, so let's look at the second part, which is probably a bit more important, and that is the usability for the end user. You know, is it going to get them to put their details in? Will they convert into leads that you can follow up? Let's take a look. So let's click on the link here. Okay, and here we are. So really like this two-step form. So if I post code in, and press go. Tests have shown that two-step opt-ins increase conversions, so it's nice that that was there. Okay, we can choose a property. This is not my address, it's random. Detached, yeah, we'll leave it at that, and we'll choose 4-bedroom. Okay, so something that was a little bit not so good here was it only goes up to 5 beds. If that's a cap on the tool, that's fine, but I would change that to 5 beds plus. Just in case anyone's got a 6-bed property or something like that and they bail because there's no option for them, all right? I might also have other, just in case people are a bit funny about, well, it's not either of these, it's something else. Just give them the option. But something we need to talk about right away, which I forgot on the last screen, which is really important and something that unfortunately lets this tool down straight away, is this. The logo in the bottom right corner is something I absolutely panned Valuation for doing, and I'm going to have to do it again here. And that is because this takes people away from the tool, okay? It's a link that takes them away from submitting their information. And if I'm honest, if I saw that, if I didn't know about this stuff and I saw that, I would click it. Because powered by really gets my curiosity. Oh, it's powered by Rightval. What's Rightval? Let me check that out. And once I click that, right, if I just open that in a new tab for now, once I click that, I'm gone. I'm gone down the rabbit hole. I'm not coming back, right? Because now also I'm reading this, I'm reading all about this. I've forgotten about what I was doing, number one. Oh, and it's a tool for generating leads for estate agents. I'm done. I'm gone. I'm not coming back. So really, they should allow the option to remove that. Okay, there's only one person that's benefiting, and that is Rightval themselves. Okay, I'd want that removed. That would stop me buying. Okay, next step. Okay, so then we put in our details here. Okay, and get instant valuation. Right, let's have a look. Let's put some info in. Okay, right. Let's get the valuation and see what happens. Here we are. Okay, so in first glance, seems pretty cool. But in my opinion, this is where Rightmove really falls down. Oh, sorry, Rightval really falls down. They've got everything else so right and this part so wrong. But I mean, it's good enough, okay? But in terms of user experience, I just think this is a bit boring. You know, they did say that their tool gives people the notification that it's not accurate, they should book a val, but it doesn't really. You know, you can put that in this text here, but I'm not reading that. I've seen my val here, boom, I'm done. I'm not reading all this boring text. So I'd just make that look a bit better, maybe have some sort of warning underneath that's highlighted. You know, even Valuation beats this, you know, and that's to say that Valuation's a road wreck. It's just not as good as it should be. You know, their end screen allows you to book a valuation. It gives you a bit more information. This is just really boring. And I certainly would just look at that and go, okay, and I'm off. But what ProVal and Valuation do very nicely is they allow you to book a valuation. How ProVal kills this is in the information it gives the user after. Okay, it gives them comparables, it gives them local area stats, you can put testimonials on there, all sorts of really good stuff. So whilst I think this is reasonable, it's good enough for traffic that's coming to your site and you converting them, giving them, you know, a quick valuation, and obviously remember you'll have your chat widget there as well. Whilst I think it's good enough for traffic on your site, it's not good enough for, let's say, if you were driving traffic to it via an advert, okay? I'd want to see a bit more. Also, you know, if you're driving traffic to it via an advert, cut that. I just don't think this is good enough as an end result, especially if people are being driven here by an advert. I'd want to see a bit more. A bit more of a reason to convert into an appointment, but it certainly is good enough. It's just a bit lame. Having said that, I must say that I thought Rightval was really good. I think they're definitely on the right track towards building a market-leading tool. Are they there yet? No, they're not by a long shot. But the back end of the system is really cool. The front end, the front end is a little bit lacking. It doesn't do, I mean, before I did this valuation, they piped up to say that it forewarns people about the valuation and then asks them their thoughts afterwards. It doesn't at all. But it does tick the boxes. It is good enough. Now, I don't want this to get too negative because, like I said, all in all, I thought Rightval was a really good tool. Certainly one you could think about investing in. The one caveat to that is their 12-month agreement. I've bleated on about this time and time again. If anyone asking you for a 12-month agreement, tell them to stick it. Okay? There's no need, there's no reason why any sort of service provider providing this type of tool needs 12 months agreement. Okay? It's really easy to set up. There's no work done their end. So I'm not sure why anyone would need a 12-month agreement on that. Again, ProVal has a rolling contract 1-month agreement. So unless Rightval can do something about that, I can't recommend the tool. But certainly if you don't mind that, then by all means, it's a good tool. All right. So there it is. That's my valuation of Rightval. Hope you liked it. Make sure you click the subscribe button and the bell so that you can hear about the next review that I do. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.